Good morning, guys. Bon dia. Can you hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me loud and clear. Thank you. Good morning, cat lover. Thank you, brother. Clear. Everything's clear. There's no buffering, right? Thank you so much, guys, for 10K subscriber. I'm really grateful to all of you. I really appreciate to all of your support. Thank you so much. So, around 9:45, we have a news PMI super. I remember. As I told in our Discord, before 10 a.m. I'm not interested to trade this market. So after 10 a.m. I'll try to trade this market, but until 10 a.m. not interested to push the button. Let's go for 3 minutes from the beginning. I'll talk to you after a bit, okay? This is the weekly chart and this is that gap. So we knew it when market came here. Here you can see a fair value gap, but actually there is no fair value gap. Because of the contract changed, it seems like there is a fair value gap, but actually there is no fair value gap. If you go to the NQ1, I guess this one, let me check. Yeah, this is the running contract NQ1. In NQ1 you can see there is a order block. Okay, so because of the contract change here, you will see some kind of fair value gap or something. Please don't focus over there that much, but actually there is the order block. Instead of the fair value gap, there is actually the order block. So here this order block doesn't exist. Market has traded the min threshold of that order block. Now it is reaching for something we have told long ago. When market came here, we told that this market will come here first, then I will start to look for sell again. For the sell side liquidity, that I will mark again from the NQ1 because this is little messy. But right now my whole intention is this market will come to this fair value gap. I don't want to see this market will come to this last fair value gap, which is from the weekly last fair value gap. If this market come to this last fair value gap, it is going for that all-time high. So we have talked about this a long ago, before even closing this candle. If you remember, before even closing this candle, we talked about this. Right now, have to see can it reach over here after reaching to this gap below this candle, and from here in this gap I will start to look for sell. But the problem is when it will reach to this gap, we don't know how far it will trade. It can trade the full gap, it can trade the lower quadrant, it can trade the 50% of this gap, it can just simply tap to this gap and start to fall. So that is why it is little risky to trade when it will reach to this gap. Until it doesn't reach to this gap, I'm very much confident about taking buy. There is the daily chart, and from the daily chart, if you have watched already ICT's or to say, I mean the last video I have already mentioned in our Discord, this gap ICT is looking for this volume imbalance, and he told that he wanna see this candle will reach over here to this volume imbalance, this candle open, sorry, this candle close and this candle open, this volume balance. After reaching this area, he will start to roll over. That means this market will start to fall again. My intention is also the same. Okay, so it will reach here to this weekly gap, then it will start to fall again. From the hourly chart, this is that relatively equal highs. That was our buy side liquidity. Market has taken clearly that buy side liquidity. Now I have the sell side liquidity. All my intention is this sell side liquidity. Can market take that sell side liquidity? I don't care about the buy run anymore. Of course, how far this market can go? Until this gap. After reaching to this gap, weekly bearish fair value gap, it will start to look for that sell side liquidity. That will be my highest priority. It is so simple. Just focus whatever it is happening. Over here we have the new week opening gap which didn't trade yet. So I believe that after reaching to this gap, market will start to fall for that new week opening gap. In this area, it can maximum reach until this obvious liquidity. So I will mark a line over here, which is the obvious liquidity here. Okay, this is the obvious liquidity. Oh man, it's already the news candle. I will not trade before 10 a.m. So if any of you would love to trade right now, go for it. Look for the opportunity, but I am not interested to trade before 10 a.m. That is why I'm keep talking about this price action. Whoever is interested, please go for it. This market can maximum go for that buy side liquidity, which is an obvious liquidity inside this weekly gap, as well as around the 50% of that bearish gap. Okay, this is the around the 50%, not exactly the 50%, but around the 50%. So it can maximum reach until this buy side liquidity. Nothing else is important from hourly chart. This is the 15-minute chart. This is the gap around the liquidity level. We have talked about this gap lot of time. The gap which is situated around the liquidity level. This gap is the strongest gap. Okay, so you can use this gap for your buying opportunity. As you know, you are only looking for buy, right? There is no sell. Whenever market will fall, that is your buying opportunity. Market fall, buying opportunity. Market fall, buying opportunity. How far? Until this bold line, until that bold line. And anything else? I don't think so. There is anything else. This is a 1-minute chart. Let me mark the first presented gap from 930. There is 930, and is that 5 handle? So no, it's not the 5 handle, so that's not my first presented gap. My first presented fair value gap is this one. This is my first presented fair value gap. Okay, I will just add it here. This is my first presented fair value gap, which is there according to me. Okay, according to me, first presented gap tapped over there, order block here, that is the order block. Trade that order block, reaching for that line. Perfect. Let me check the regular trading hour. I just came home. Okay, I just came home. Wow, a huge opening gap, a huge opening gap. So let's see, after reaching to this bolt line, can it start to fall or not? I'm more interested to see if can start to fall after reaching to this line. Until it doesn't reach to this line, I am bullish. After reaching to this line, I will start to look for sell. If this market starts to fall right now, I will do nothing today. Whole day I will do nothing. If it started to fall from there, because it has to reach to this line. That line is situated from the weekly chart and from the daily chart as well, which is the volume balance as well. Okay, and this is the 15-minute chart on my right. On my left, this is 1-minute chart. From 1-minute chart, do I have any sell side liquidity? I have some, so let me mark it. This is a very clean sell side liquidity. Around this area, you can see this low here, that low, and this lows has made this liquidity so clean. So after reaching over here, can it fall for this sell side liquidity? That will be my first interest to see. Right now, I'm observing this weak 50%. If this market is bullish, it should not break the 50% of that week. Okay, if it doesn't reach to this 50%, that is more that is the confirmation that it is extremely bullish, even if it failed to reach over here. So what can I do? Any kind of fall, I'm saying this is a logic. Okay, don't take entry over here. For example, if I can take and buy around this area, anywhere here, I will cover this weak 50%. That weak 50%, maybe I will just cover some weak, because we can did the damage, and target this area. If I can take any kind of entry over here, or if this market simply fall here to this weak 50%, that is also an buying opportunity. But if it doesn't reach to this area, that means it is extremely bullish for reaching for some certain level, what Wizard has told you long time ago. That's all. I will wait for 10 a.m. and then I'll go for the trade. But in the meantime, just tell me why this market is so difficult to you. Isn't it so simple? Why it is so difficult? Around 7 a.m. there was a very nice setup. Around 7 a.m. Where was that 7 a.m.? I guess here. 6:30, which is here, when market enter into the 6:30, which is here, after trading this area, market went higher, cleared all of this buy side liquidity. Relatively equal highs has been cleared. So around 7 a.m. I will keep looking for sell, if and only if market doesn't take any relatively equal lows in between 6:30 to 7 a.m. As my bias is bullish, was bullish, all of you know that. I can see that it has made some kind of, it's not so clean, relatively equal lows here. This is a swing low, that is a swing low, that is another swing low. Relatively equal lows has taken over here. Everything has been taken, and this is the 7 a.m. candle. The 7 a.m. candle has given me the displacement toward the buy side liquidity. This is the fair value gap over here. All of you know how to use this logic. I need immediate reaction. That means within 3 candle, market has to trade this fair value gap. 1, 2, 3. This is the third number candle. I'd love to take the buy from this candle. My stop loss is gonna be 1 tick, just 1 tick below that candle, which has made this fair value gap. This fair value gap has been made by that candle, so my stop loss will be 1 tick below that candle. Here was something I saw. I am not going over there right now, but I saw something where my target was somewhere here somewhere. I don't remember exactly, but I showed it in Discord. Actually, I don't remember. There was some fair value gap. That was my target actually. Over here, that was the 7 a.m. kill zone entry. What a beautiful price action. Some people still say that this is not precised. This is so much precised. Now, Donitsu got stopped out over here because he was using MNQ. But brother, you have to understand that MNQ chart is not accurate. Okay, that chart and NS100 chart is same. US100 chart are same. So if you would love to use those type of chart, then you have to put your stop loss little lower. So over here, I can put my stop loss just 1 tick below that low. That means if I'm wrong, this market will take this low and it will keep falling. I'll accept that. But if I'm using MNQ, then I have to give little more room, just little more room. Okay, because the MNQ chart is not precise. If my target is over here in NQ, then in MNQ maybe my target will be around this area. I'm not going exactly to the precise level, so I will give the more room over here because that is not precise. Is that weekly fair value gap? There is a new week opening gap that is not traded as today's new week opening gap. I don't know. I can see there is a new week opening gap here. Here there is a new week opening gap. I can see it. But I'm more interested about this candle. Sorry, here to here, this whole area. So market without trading this area, I'm not interested to look for any kind of sell. So I am bullish. If I were here around 9:30, maybe I would go for the buy from here when I have seen that this low has failed to take the extreme low. Okay, this is the extreme low that has been taken by this low when I saw that, and all other liquidity has been cleared. That is the sign or the confirmation. Failed PDRA. According to ICT himself, this is called failed PDRA. So I could try to frame a setup from maybe this first presented gap around this area. A stop loss would be here somewhere, I guess, just a bit lower of that gap, first presented gap. Still, that is 18 handle, and I could go for something like 25 or maybe this relatively equal highs. See all of these highs until 21 handle or maybe 25 handle, whatever you say. I could go for those if I were here, but as I'm late, then this is my second opportunity here to frame the buy setup by believing that this market is not going to break the immediate rebalance week 50% here after trading this order block, didn't make any kind of fair value gap. That means I don't have the fair value gap, but I have the immediate rebalance week. That is also called a fair value gap. Okay, so this week 50%, I'm gonna believe that on. Yeah, I know that week can did the damage, so I have to be little more careful. Maybe a bit lower will cover that volume imbalance. Maybe. Okay, I'm not over. I don't know what I would do, but maybe I would do that because it's still 21 handle, something like that, and would love to hold my trade until the low or that bold line where I believe that this market will go. As I missed all of these things, I will wait until 10 a.m. and then I will try to frame the sell setup. So before 10 a.m., if market reach to this gap, which is I'm showing you this and that, I will start to look for selling opportunity. But if this market show me some kind of bull run, then maybe I will go for this obvious liquidity, which is from here. You can see, let me show you. This high has taken over here by a shallow run, which is called the obvious liquidity. Maybe I will frame some kind of buying opportunity until that buy side liquidity, which I'm not interested, to be honest. Still there is some kind of new week opening gap. So I believe that this new week opening gap will hold the market, send it lower for this sell side liquidity first, and then some other sell side liquidity. That's all. If I know that this market is bullish, I don't need to care about any PDRA. I know anywhere I will just enter, it will give me the profit. Anywhere I will enter, it will give me the profit. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it will stop me out, but that stopped out is gonna be very small stopped out, very small loss. Most of the time it's gonna provide me the winning trade. How are you all? How are you all? Now talk to me, okay? I have 3 minutes left before 10. So talk to me. How was the day? How was everything? How was your day? How was your trading? How was everything? Just let me know. What about DXY, Tito? I'm not watching DXY right now because DXY and NQ are reacting similar way. I'm cool, Varinder. I'm cool, man. I'm fine, bro. Hope you are doing good. I'm good. Sharada, thanks, man. I'm good, man. I still in fasting time here. Oh, okay. I have already broke my fast. Look at this market. When did I talk about this? You remember? When did I talk about this? This is so simple, brother. So simple. Get soon, bro. I hope I will get it soon, man. Everything was good. That's cool, Mako. MIC, welcome back. Nice to hear you, boys. Thank you, man. Where have you been, man? I was in deep sick. I was in deep sick, man. Deep sick. Trump cancelled all the tariffs from, so this can squeeze all day. Wow. Of course it can do that. I don't know about the data. All I know about this market, I can only read the price. I can't read the data. So I know that those data sometimes do the shit, and if I'm bullish, those data give me huge retracement, stop me out. But I'm more interested to believe in this data. I mean this price candles. Hey uncle. Hey Outlander, how are you, man? Could you please go to settings and add symbol electronic trading hours background, make it transparent. How to change that? Change it to transparent, man. I guess it's good. Try to all a bit darker. I guess now it's cool. Did it completed its job? Can I look for sell now? Your reply is here. Your reply is there. I'm going to remove this one. This is your reply. Can you look for sell? If you want, please go for it. I'm not interested. Why? Because this is called the precise market. It has to tap to this gap, at least to this black line. If it keep falling now, I'll miss all the run, and I'm not gonna regret for it. But yes, of course, if it doesn't touch here and keep falling, that is another buying opportunity to me. So I will look for another buying opportunity. I think it's cool now, right? It's cool now. My background and that session things are similar, same. As you can see, it's falling. That is my buying opportunity. I'm really getting so happy. Why? Because market didn't finish its job. It didn't tap to this gap. It's another buying opportunity to me. Thank you for 10K subscriber, guys. I really appreciate it. And I'm really so happy. At the same time, if any of you are looking for sell, please go for it. Please don't blame me, brother. I missed the sale because you are looking for buy. Please don't blame me. If you are looking for sell, go for it. I'm not interested to look for sell, as this market is precise and it didn't give me the precision here. This small portion open doesn't let me enter into a selling market. It doesn't let me enter to take a sell. Oh, my English. Bullshit. Hey Mahadi, Paul. What is that black line? That is the weekly bearish gap low. Oh man, those cups are so crazy. Yeah man, it was like disaster. But from yesterday, I am little better. If you ask me, I am more preferable to take a buy by this candle. See this one? When it came here, I would love to take a buy. Stop loss is going to cover this down close candle. Please don't take it. I'm just showing you some concepts. That is my buying opportunity from here to until this area. I'm not taking it because this is not high probability. This is all called risky entry. If you say 10 handle loss, I would love to go for that 10 handle loss for taking that 20 handle profit. So on, something like that, 20 handle profit. As it is risky, I'm not taking it in live. But in real, when I trade by myself, I love to enter in this type of entry opportunity. I get a stopped out here. I would love to see if it can take this low or not. If it failed to take this low, it will close again above that line. I'll enter again when it will close above that open of that candle. Sorry, is that open or yeah, that is open. It will close above that open. I'll enter again over there. Why did I get? I will take a re-entry over there because I know that my stop loss, I put it in a very precise way. See this very precise way. See this candle, it tapped again here, it came here. I would love to take a rebuy over there. Stop loss, same area. Target, same area. Keep watching. Why did I get stopped out here? Because I didn't cover that whole candle. That means I should have been covered that low, but I didn't know that it will fall or not. That is why I will take this risk here, just a bit risk around there. And I would love to believe that this market is not going to go one tick below that candle. If it close or go one tick below that low, I will wait to see the candle close again above that line. Let me show you the line. Above that line here. When it will go above that line, I would love to re-enter over there for that same target. Stop loss, same area. I'm going to believe that this time market is not going to fall for that low. Anytime I'm taking this type of entries, they are 7 handle, 10 handle, very small loss. So small loss. Please don't enter, okay? Don't copy this area because I will enter when I will see some kind of precise or something very good, then I will enter. So no need to take this type of risky entry right now. We will get a better opportunity. So wait for that better opportunity. Right now, you don't need to enter to all of this risky entry at the beginning of the session. We are going to enter in this type of entries while we didn't get anything from our morning session or some kind of obvious session. Then we will enter in this type of entry opportunities. Right now, we don't need to enter this type of risky entry. Let this go. Just let this go. If this market can make a bullish gap here around this area before tapping to this low, I would love to wait this market come to this gap, Then I will take the buy from this gap to until this line before tapping to this line. In the meantime, if it worked from that order block reach to this line, that means I will miss this trade and I will be very happy for that. Please don't enter in this risky entry. Even if it works, don't enter in this risky entry. This is called to risky entry, and don't enter in this type of risky entry at the beginning of the session. Two loss. 10 handle, 7 handle, 17 handle loss. Okay. I will be say like this market. If any of you would love to take the sell, please go for it. I'm not interested to take the sell. I will go for buy. If I get any kind of buying opportunity, I'll go for that buy. I mean, of course, that should be some kind of setup, not the risky entry, this type of risky entry, not like that. Some kind of good setup. If it keep falling, what you will do? I will just let this go. If it keep falling, I'll let this go. It's not so difficult to let this go. It's very easy to let this go. This whole fall is the buying opportunity for me. So let me remove them, and because it's an opportunity to look for a buying opportunity. Okay, so I will love to go for the trade actually. If this candle close above that candle, I will go for the buy from this order block. I'll push the button. Okay, it's a clean liquidity taken. So when the liquidity has been taken, this candle, if the candle can close above this, I'll go for the buy from this candle. If it doesn't, I'm not pushing the button. Whoever would love to take the buy, sorry, sell, please go for it. Going to remove this one and would love to keep only this one. All the liquidity has been taken. Time to go for the buy again. It's not valid as an order block anymore because there is another candle which has closed below this candle. I don't like this type of, what to say, I mean, kind of not perfection. It's not perfect. I don't like this type of imperfect things. It has to tap to this line. Until it doesn't tap to this line, it's my buying opportunity. So every time it will keep falling, I'll keep looking for buying opportunity. Wow. 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 Well, body didn't close above that line, so maybe I will miss it, but I'm okay with that. If this body would close above that line, I would enter into the market from this candle. As the body didn't close, I can miss this trade, or if it close here and tapped to this line one more time, I will be able to enter into this market. Don't copy my trade. We are all here to learn, okay? So please don't copy my trade. I will wait for that order block entry. If it provide me, I'll go for it. If it doesn't provide me, I'm okay with that. 1500 loss. Okay. But it has to validate that one as an order block. If it doesn't validate it as an order block, I'm not going to take that entry. I was looking for an fair value cap over here. As it didn't make the fair value cap, I'm okay with that because it has traded the order block from 15 minutes out. So I have the higher time frame PDRA over here. When I have the higher time frame PDRA, I will go for that. But if it provide me that opportunity, then I can miss it. I can miss it. Okay, I can miss it. Please. It's really difficult if it make a fair value cap over here, because if it make a fair value cap, then I have to enter from this fair value cap and I have to cover that order block. So if I miss it, I'll be okay with that. Okay, but as I told you, if this candle could close above that candle, I could enter from this candle. As it didn't do that, I didn't enter into this market. I can miss it, but it's okay for me. Now here is the problem. If it can make a fair value cap over here, I have to take the entry from this area and I have to cover just the opening of this order block. Let me show you. So from there to here, still it's 1500. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Let's see if it can make a fair value cap. Okay, there you go. From this fair value gap to until this line here, the target is 33 handle. I'm not, of course, going to make it 33 handle without partial. So I will take the partial when market will go above that area, which is 21 handle. If it takes me, okay. Why it's 2? If it takes me, if it failed to take me, I'm okay with that. I told you that I was looking for the perfection. I didn't get it. I didn't enter. If it could close, I could go for the enter. I could enter from this candle. As it didn't give me, I'm not going to take the entry by that candle. I was waiting for the confirmation. Now when there is a fair value cap, I can't wait for this order block entry anymore. I have to take the entry from this fair value cap and I have to cover that order block open only. Now if it doesn't take me, just a bad luck. But as you see that when market is falling, I didn't frame any sell setup. I am only interested to look for buy. Why was that? Why it was like that? Okay, I'm going to close this one because it has already left above that area, which was my partial level. So I'm just going to leave it, and I just missed this trade. It's okay for me. I'll go for the next opportunity. Okay. Why I cancel that order? Because that was my partial level. I would love to take the partial to this line. When market reach already to my partial level, I'm not interested to enter into this market again. Just my bad luck, nothing else. Yeah, there's two fair value gap now. I know that. If I would love to enter over here, I have to cover this order block open. I have to cover it. Now, that is not possible for me. Why is that? Because just look at this. From this area to that area, it's 20. Okay, that was 21 handle only. Let's just let it go. I will get another opportunity. Don't worry. I'll get another opportunity. That is your learning process, okay, brother? That's your learning session. This is the learning part. Did I ever frame the sell when market is falling? Was I looking what I was looking for? Buying opportunity. Here, buying is risky. It is called risky entry. Why is that? Because there is no high time frame PDRA. There is no high time frame PDRA. But when market came here, you have the high time frame PDRA. You have the parents. Now taking entry from this area is so much confident. I missed this trade because market didn't provide me the confirmation here. If this candle could close one tick above that candle, I was in this market. That would be my first partial. From this order block to until this first partial level, that could be my 33 handle partial, and I would close my trade exactly over there, which is 43 handle. I could go for that. As it didn't give me that, I just missed this trade. But just remember, if you understand this whole logic, why I called that it is risky. It is risky because there is no high time frame PDRA. It is confident to me to push the button because I have high time frame PDRA. Order block from 15-minute chart. Of course, if there was a 15-minute bullish gap, this order block, I didn't need to see that it will trade that order block. I could simply use that fair value gap. No fair value gap, will use this order block. Did you learn anything? And of course, that is my partial level. If I don't take my partial over here, I'm gambling. Even if I take my entry from here, from this fair value gap, I have to take the partial over there, which is 17 handle. And then what I can do, I can just cover this fair value gap, that fair value gap. Okay, so something like that. My stop loss can go from there to there, 11 handle. After taking 17 handle partial, I can just simply put my stop loss over there and hold my trade until this area by believing that market is not reaching for this gap. This is a wall. I don't use SMT, guys. Why? How many times do I need to explain that? How many times do I need to, and do I need the SMT, by the way? Do I need the SMT? All I know that I'm not entering here because I don't have high time frame PDRA. I'm gonna enter here because I have the high time frame PDRA, 15-minute bullish order block. I saw that this candle didn't tap to this line. See here, it didn't tap to this line. It is not perfect. If it is not perfect, it is not precise. Anytime market will fall, it's my buying opportunity because it is not perfect. It can't fall from there. It is random. This market can't be random. It should be precise. I used to use the SMT, brother, but right now I don't use it. I will use it again. I will buy some monitor actually, and then I will start to use that SMT. But right now I'm not using any SMT right now. If this market fall again my buying opportunity. Let's see if it can fall before tapping to this line or not. I don't think so. It's gonna fall this time. It's gonna tap to this line. I'm 99% sure that it's gonna tap to this line this time. But fortunately or unfortunately, if it fall again, oh, I'll be very happy to take re-entry. But I'm 99% sure that it's gonna tap to this line this time. 99% sure. Brother, you didn't take entry. Why you are writing boom? I'm writing boom because I showed you how to read this market. Today it's my unfortunate but the day it is not gonna, unfortunate, and you will see that body has closed one tick above that line. I'm in this trade, I'm gonna get this boom. If you know this logic, if you know this small portion, you already know everything. You don't need to worry about anything else. You already know everything. You are not going to think that this market is now falling for this sell side liquidity. By the way, anybody got that entry? I didn't, but if anyone got that entry, just let me know. And do you understand why I didn't even want to push the button risk entry over there? What was the exact reason over here? Big mode. Tidu, your long setup was actually visible on the 15-second chart. 15-second chart is a new world, brother. If I go over there, I will be lost in this price action. I will see at least 1000 entry opportunity by one single session. At least 1000 entry opportunity. Out of 1000 entry, you will see that I got 900 winning trade, 100 losing trade. Would this consider silver bullet? I don't use silver bullet. Silver bullet is so simple by everyone else, but it's so difficult for me, the silver bullet. It's so difficult. You have to have high level knowledge of ICT concepts if you would love to use the silver bullet. That is just my opinion. I'm not interested to argue with anyone. I'm just saying my opportunity. My opinion. So silver bullet is not that much simple. Some kind of fair value cap you will use, and it's gonna give you the, for silver bullet you need the 5-minute chart, right? Let me check. Yeah, from 5-minute chart it has traded this 5-minute fair value cap. Of course, that is a buying opportunity by the silver bullet. According to the silver bullet, it was perfect. But to be honest, I am not interested to use the silver bullet. It takes too much knowledge, and I don't have that much knowledge. I'm not that good, okay? I'm not that good. Brother, what is in your mind now? Anyone can tell me that? What is in my mind right now? You're most welcome, Jahid. Could you have used inversion fair value cap instead order block? There is no inversion fair value cap. I couldn't see any inversion fair value cap over there. If I would see anything, of course I could use that inversion fair value cap. But so far I didn't see any inversion fair value cap. Absolutely, Sharada. Absolutely, Matt R. I will look for sell, but for that I need some kind of confirmation. I have this obvious liquidity, okay? I have this new week open. Okay, guys, this is gonna be a little rant. Are you okay with that rant? Then I will talk 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. If you are okay, then I will talk about 5 minutes to think about how to think the market in a specific situation. If you are okay with that, I will talk about that. If you are not okay with that rant, I'm just going to ignore. I talk too much. Let's go. Okay. Talk about it. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna talk, and you can see how many people are watching. 164 people. So you will see there is like 140 people will watch when I will start that talk. This was a bullish market to me. Okay, how far? Until this bearish gap from the weekly chart. So this is the low of that weekly fair value gap. This is the high of this weekly fair value gap. Inside this weekly gap, I don't know how far this market will go before falling. I just don't know. Here I have some kind of obvious liquidity which is from here. This high has been taken over here by a shallow run. I have this buy side liquidity. I have this clean sell side liquidity over here. See how clean that sell side liquidity? I have clean sell side liquidity here. I have new week opening gap here. I have sell side liquidity there. More importantly, I have this sell side liquidity. I have this sell side liquidity. I have a lot of sell side liquidity. So what is my intention right now? To think about sell only. How do I know this market is not going for this buy side liquidity? Fortunately, I have this new week opening gap exactly aligned with the new week opening gap low. Sorry, not new week opening gap. Bearish fair value gap from the weekly chart low. Low of the bearish gap from the weekly chart. See, this new week opening gap is aligned with this area. When I have this, I know that I'm not interested to look for buy when market is below this new week opening gap. If this market is keep going higher, I will wait until a body close above this new week opening gap high. When it will close above this new week opening gap high, this is my obvious area where market is going for. I'm 99% sure market is going to take that buy side liquidity. Until that, any kind of selling opportunity from there, I will go for that. From 1 minute chart, what type of sell I can frame? First, I can frame order block sell. That means this is the candle which is the highest up close body close candle so far. If the body close below this low, I can use this one as my order block, bearish order block until this last fair value gap. Now I have this last fair value gap, right? I can frame the sell from this order block. It is risky, but it is high probable. Why? Market is below that new week opening gap. So this is called high probable selling opportunity. If I get stopped out and market maybe come around this area, frame give me another selling opportunity. I'll go for that sell again. I will keep looking for sell until market is not going to close above this new week opening gap high. Any kind of sell. How can I know some kind of confirmed sell? That means there is 90% possibility that market will keep falling. How do I know that, brother? Can you please explain that? Of course, I can explain it. This is a big bull run, right? This is a big bull run. I don't want to take any kind of risky sell. Okay. Wait for this 15-minute chart. Go to your 15-minute chart. No 1 minute, no hourly chart. Nothing else. Just this 15-minute chart. Wait for a 15-minute bearish gap. If you see there is a 15-minute bearish gap. Okay. Just I'm showing you. Maybe this market came until this area. Then came here. Then there is another candle closed there. There is your 15-minute bearish gap. Then you saw market fall a bit, came here to this 15-minute gap. Are you willing to take the sell? No, I'm not willing to take the sell. When market will trade this bearish gap, I will observe how this candle is going to close around this 15-minute gap, bearish gap. Below the CE, above the CE of that 15-minute bearish gap. If I see body has closed around the CE or below the CE of that 15-minute bearish gap, any kind of highest up close body close candle from 15-minute chart, market close below that candle, I am going to use that highest up close body close candle as my bearish order block with 99% confirmed that this is going to fall for this sell side liquidity. Now 99% of us are not patient enough. That means we are not patient enough. Why? Because we don't want to miss that trade. That means when I'm waiting for this type of confirmation, market doesn't want to make that confirmation. Instead, it started to fall without any kind of 15-minute bearish gap. It keep falling and take that sell side liquidity. I will miss all this sell, all this selling opportunity. I'll miss them. Do you understand the difference between confirmed entry and the risky entry? This is the way to trade. How do I know that this sell is valid to me? I will use, for example, this is the order block, right? So far, this is the highest up close body close candle. So let me mark the candle. Would love to make it here. I'm just showing you an example. Please don't push the button. This candle, see this candle has closed below this candle. So the very next candle tap to this candle, I would love to take the sell from that candle when it tap to this order block. Where is going to be my stop loss? Above that order block. How many handle is that? 9 handle. If I see that is less than 12 handle, 10 to 12 handle, I would love to take that sell with so much confidence that it is going to fall for this area because it is just 10 handle, 11 handle, 12 handle. I don't want to miss this trade. If I saw that my stop loss is like 15 handle, I'm not interested to take that sell. Even if I miss it, I don't care it. I am not interested to take that sell. If it is 9 handle, do I have the higher time frame PDRA? Of course, I have a very, very, very high time frame PDRA, weekly bearish gap. I have new week opening gap. I have a lot of things over there. Of course, I have the parents over here. I'm gonna take this sell as the stop loss is just 10 handle. I know that this market will fall at least for this fair value gap. Why is that fair value gap? Because this fair value gap is an unfinished business, right? In the meantime, I will try to take partial in between 15 to 25 handle. Anywhere, if I see anything around this area, that is gonna give me some kind of confidence that market can react from that area, I would love to take that partial over there. Now, as you can see here, I have nothing, right, where I can take my partial. I'm just giving you an example. Please don't push the button. I would simply take my partial when market will trade that 50% of that week. Here, simply take that partial, put that stop loss to the break even. Giving me that partial, stopping me out to the break even, okay with that. Giving me the partial, didn't reach until the break even, keep falling, I'll get my whole profit over there. If I frame this setup and you saw that I got stopped out over here, right? Like 10 handle loss, you will get scared. Why is that? Why did you get that stopped out? I don't want to take any losing trade. Okay. In that type of situation, don't go this type of entry. If I get stopped out over here and I saw that this candle closed below this order block again, the next candle again, it tapped, I will take a re-entry over there. Sorry. Here, stop loss is gonna be the same area, just one tick above that order block. Same logic. Partial, profit. Brother, you talked about the same thing here, but you didn't push the button. Here, I didn't have the high time frame PDRA. I don't want to take that type of risky entry at the beginning of the session. But here, I have the high time frame PDRA. As I have the high time frame PDRA, I would love to take risk 1, 2, 3 times. 3 times I would love to take that risk. I know that there is a possibility I'm gonna get my profit, at least the partial. So even if I get a 10 handle loss, if I can take the partial here, I'm going to get 15 handle profit. 15 handle profit. So 10 handle loss has been mitigated. Now, brother, I took 2 contract entry here and I took partial over there, got stopped out. I'm still in loss. If you really think that that 9 handle loss or 10 handle loss is huge to you, close your trade to the partial level. Just close it. Still you will be profitable. I don't want to do it. Even if it's the 10 handle loss, I got 15 handle. So I have 3 handle loss. Even if it reached to the break even right now, I know that I will get 3 handle. I will have 3 handle loss. I will sacrifice that 3 handle. Sacrifice it by believing that this market will reach to this area. Is that understandable to you guys? See this fair value gap? Around this fair value gap, this is my observation fair value gap. That means I would love to see if this fair value gap can hold the market, send it lower again. If it can do that, the order block is going to created over here. If it can create any kind of order block over there, that is my another confirmed sell. Even if I don't want to take that sell, I'm okay with that. I would love to take the sell from this order block if it can make the order block over there. I'm showing you the logic. This buy, the difference between this buy and this sell. What is the difference between this buy and this sell? Why this is so risky and this is kind of, yeah, it is also risky, but it is logical. The only difference, higher time frame PDRA. I didn't have the higher time frame PDRA. I have the higher time frame PDRA. Simple. Wow, I got another subscriber, 10,036 subscriber. Thank you so much. Whoever has subscribed to our channel right now, I really appreciate you, man. I hope that you learned a lot. Right now I will do nothing. I will just keep waiting to see if it can make an order block over here. If it can make an order block, I will take the sell from that order block. If it doesn't make the order block, I'm not going to take the sell. Okay, I'll just let this run go a little higher, maybe until the 50% of this new week opening gap. I don't know, because when market reach in this bearish gap from the weekly chart, I have no idea how far it will trade. This bearish gap from the weekly chart, how far it will trade, I have no idea. That is why any kind of sell is risky to me, but I can only frame the sell setup. I'm not interested to look for buy setup until market close above this new week opening gap high. I can't look for any kind of buy. Here, after taking that 15 handle partial, I got a stop out to the break even. So still I will have 3 handle loss, right? 9 handle loss, 2 contract, 15 handle take profit by 1 contract. Still I will have 3 handle loss. I'm going to remove all of them because I'm actually looking for an opportunity to push my button. So I will just keep them on my chart. Until market doesn't take this high, I will frame any kind of sell below this fair value gap. Until market doesn't take this high. If it take this high, not interested to frame any sell. Welcome, bro. Thank you so much, Javi. Thank you so much, man. Good to see you back on live, brother. Thank you so much, Jamie. Jamie. Chill, bro. So you don't look for yes at all. I don't look for yes at all. The body will close below this fair value gap. I will take sell from this gap. Don't copy my trade. Stop loss is going to cover that low of that gap. Okay, body close below this gap. Wherever it will close, I'll push the button. Stop loss is gonna be 1 tick or little above of this new bearish gap low over there. Body didn't close below this gap, no sell is valid to me. Same thing if it happens over here, the way I missed this trade. If I miss this trade, I will miss it. But without body close below this gap, I'm not going to use this gap because so far this is my trough fair value gap. Okay, so I would love to use this trough fair value gap. When it will close below this gap, it should not go above the 50% of this gap again. Don't copy my trade. It is forbidden, okay, to copy my trade. Okay, if I miss it, I will be okay with that. If I miss it, I'll be absolutely okay with that. But I showed you the logic. I'm going for the same entry opportunity. Okay, so as it is going to close here, I'm not interested to push my button over there. So I will wait to see if it can come back again to this gap. I can use this order block, but I'm not interested to use this order block. That is my sell limit around this area. If it come here, I'll be into this market. Okay, buy stop. Please don't copy my trade. I know that it can react from this order block. I will take a bit risk over here. I 100% know that it can trade this order block and then it can keep falling. But I would love to take that bit risk to enter into this market from this gap as an trap gap. So let's see if it can provide me that. 13 handle loss. Nobody should close above the 50% of this gap. See this gap? Nobody should close above the 50% of that gap. That's gonna be my first partial. If it can give me that first partial, which is gonna be like 14 handle. Okay, So my stop loss is 12 handle. I will try to take my partial with 14 handle, which is 1:1, and then I'll close my trade to the 50% of this gap. So let me put it over there. Okay, nobody should close above the 50% of this gap. So if the body close above the 50% of this gap, this is a low probability. Wow, it has closed a bit above that 50%. I didn't want to see that. It's a low probability now, but still I'll take a try. Just let me check the order block mean threshold to see actually where did it trade. So this is the mean threshold of this order block. I would love to mark a line over there, which is the mean threshold of that order block. Okay. It's not good at all when it has closed a bit above that 50%. It's not good at all because the trap fair value gap should hold the market. Nobody should close above the 50% of this trap fair value gap. It is kind of confirmed thing. Okay, but yeah, maybe it went a bit higher to trade that mean threshold. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know, but I really don't want to see this type of little imperfect thing as well. But still, let's see. I need speed, and the speed will close below this order block now because it has been traded that mean threshold already. It should not keep spending time over here right now. It doesn't need to spend the time over here right now. Why I put my stop loss a bit above of that high? Because this high is a valid high for shifting the market. So if it can go above that high, it will keep going higher. So I don't want to take that risk. That's why my stop loss is a bit higher. Okay, one tick bit higher above that high. Tap to this low of that bearish gap. Acceptable. Until this is it is acceptable. Need the speed now toward that sell set, that unfinished business. This is absolutely absurd when the market doesn't respect that trap gap. Fake breakout above the mean threshold. One candle close above that mean threshold. The very next candle would love to see will close below that mean threshold. I was looking for this speed, but that speed before tapping to this low of that weekly bearish gap. So this small portion of the run is absolutely unexpected to me, but I knew it can maximum reach until this area. I put my stop loss above that high. Okay, there should be some logic. Now I need more speed. No, not like this type of Mickey Mouse move. I need speed toward that unfinished business until this area. Speed, give me speed, brother. What are you doing? Give me speed. Why you were just doing that shit? You want to stop me out? Then do it. But don't spend more time over here. This is the sign of the consolidation. Overnight big run and then morning session consolidation. I don't like this type of price action. I'll put my stop loss over here, just one tick above that new week opening gap high now, because it has already done its job over here. Everything is done now. If it really would love to keep going higher, I don't want to take that risk. If it stopped me out over there, I'll get stopped out over there. Okay, I got stopped out. 11 handle, one tick, I got stopped out. We'll wait. Until market doesn't go above that high, I will keep holding my selling bias, and if it come back again below this fair value gap, I'll take re-entry. If it takes this high, I'm not interested to take the sell, and then I will wait to see this market can keep going and close above that high. I told you when it came inside this gap, it is absolutely absurd to think about the last run where it will reach maximum. Nobody knows that. I knew it that it will reach until this line. It reached over there already. I will have no way to predict the next run where it will stop. I have no idea where it will stop. When this high has been taken, it's a buying opportunity now, but taking buy is really too much risky to me. When it take that high, taking buy is risky because I don't know how far it will go. That's why I'm not going to take the buy. I will try to frame another sell until this high is not taken and market close below this fair value gap. I will try to frame another sell from the same area by covering the same bearish fair value gap low. I'm not framing any buy just because I don't know how far this market will go. Right now, how far it will go, I have no idea. That is why I'm not framing any buy. So I will wait for the market to see if it really would love to go higher. It will never give me another opportunity to take sell. That means market is not going to close below this fair value gap one more time before taking that high. So I will depend on the market right now. Market will give me whatever I need. Market will give me that. Ta-da-da. I can remove this because I have the arrow over here. Nobody is going to say that, oh brother, you are hiding your loss. At the beginning or inside the rant, I told you, right? Now, how far it will go, I have no idea. Every single time it will give me the selling opportunity, I have to take that sell only. Even if it keeps stopping me out, I will keep looking for sell until market doesn't close above the high of this new week opening gap. If it closes above this new week opening gap high from 15-minute chart, then and only then I can think about that buy sell liquidity. Until then, I have to keep looking for sell. When market has taken that high over here, when it has taken that high, any kind of fall can take a buy until the 50% of this new week opening gap. But I'm not interested. This high has taken, this fair value gap doesn't have any value to me anymore. That means I will keep waiting. Your my liquidity next stop is 2360. Macro. I was in a couple of shorts but beaten up. I had just only one selling opportunity over here. I don't have any other selling opportunity. So I have to wait. This whole area is an low probable area to trade. No buy, no sell is valid to me. The reason is I don't know how far it will go. Nobody knows that. Exactly from where it will react and start to fall. Nobody knows that. So everything is a prediction. Can it reach until this 50% of this new week opening gap to the top, or this buy side liquidity, or to the high of this weekly bearish gap? How far it will go, I don't know. If I would love to trade here, I will frame only the sell, and my sell will be until market is below that new week opening gap high. Any kind of selling opportunity, I'll go for that until it is like 10 to 12 handle, something like that. If it is 20 handle, 15 handle, I'm not going to catch it. This high has taken, okay? This high has taken over here. I know that this is my buying opportunity until that 50%. But if this market doesn't reach until the 50%, what is going to happen? Good evening, Hassan. How are you, brother? Those people are now coming and telling me that it is going higher for that reason, it is going higher for those reason, that reason, that reason. Where were you when I was framing all the buying opportunity? Where I was showing you all the buying here? Where are you? So give me the time, I'll show you the sell again. I told you inside this rant when you were not focusing, I told you everything. I told you, right? In that rant, how this area should be traded. So difficult. Any kind of buy is gambling over here. Market is preparing for fall. It is going to fall. It is going to fall. Trust me. Whoever is willing to take the buy, please go for it. I will frame the sell only. Let's see if this market can take that high and can use this gap as an inverse gap. So if this high is taken, then I will use this gap as my inverse gap to take the sell. You are ignoring me. I said, hey, FX, why when did you came, man? I was not reading all the messages, so I missed your trade. Sorry, I missed your message, man. I never ignore you. You know that. I never ignore you. How are you? I want shorts too, but have to be patient. Yeah, of course you have to be patient. I'm sure I told you how to wait for the perfect area where you will have a 99% possibility not to take the losing trade. If you would love to wait for that, go for it. I would love to take the small losses like 9, 10 handle loss, 11, maximum 12 handle loss 3 times. I would love to go for that. AFX, thanks for that penguin, man. Hi to do. There is not weekly fair value gap in MNQ. It's weird. MNQ chart is not the perfect chart. It's some kind of not perfect. Okay, so I'm in Bangladesh, bro. It's nice to see you, man. I wanna ask one simple question. It's a little bit confusing for me. Which chart should I be using, NQM or basic NQ for charting? Of course, NQM, man. Of course, NQM. He changed after he reached the 10K. Really? Really, I have changed? Oh man, I'm not agree with you. I am not changed. This is kind of Like you guys are giving me some kind of bad reputation. I didn't change. Look for sale after 370. Just a second, guys. I'm coming back. Yeah. I'm great. Thank you, man. I can't use this as my inversion parabolic cap, so I'm not taking this trade. If this high was taken, then I could frame a sell from this area. As it didn't take this high, I'm not framing any sell from this gap. Okay, I just put this one to fill this market, but not framing any sell from here as this high is not taken. Ginger tea. I am taking ginger tea, man. A lot of ginger tea. I'm not framing this sell, okay? From this area, this candle closed below this gap, so I'm not taking this one as it is not my inverse gap, so I'm not taking this one until this area. I will wait. If it can provide me or give me something very cool, then I'll go for it. Otherwise, I'm not going to take any trade. But your cough, we want you to be here for a long time. Man, it was because of the weather change. Okay, so this is called some kind of virus fever, and because of that fever, I have this cough. So I don't think so. There is something to worry about. আধা ঘন্টা মাত্র আধা ঘন্টা মাত্র মাত্র আইসি নামাজ পড়ছিস ফোন ঢোকে না ফোন ঢোকে না বাইরে মূলত তখন চকলেট এই তোর বেস্ট চকলেট I'm not sure about the PM session, bro. But when market enter into just tap to this line, it's an low probable area for me to trade. So I'll go for the buy actually if it. Mm, no buy. I'll just let this go. I'll just let this go, okay? সেই মজা it's really so difficult to trade in this area, to be honest. Let's see if it provide me any entry opportunity until 11:30. Let's go for that. Otherwise, I'll just wait for the PM session and maybe I will trade around the PM session. So if you are with me in our Discord, you will see the framing trade, okay? Indian একটা পাবলিক Indian একটা পাবলিক বড়লক্স আমি আনি নাকি ইউজ থেকে নিয়ে করি ব্যাগে করে আমি দিতে হবে বাসে করে আসছি তো আমার নিয়ে আসবেন গাড়ি নিয়ে আসবেন এই গাড়ির উপরে একবার নিয়ে দেখাবেন আর কি এটা শেষ হলে মার্কেট এমন বিদ করে খেলা খেলতেছে, উল্টো পাল্টা খেলতেছিল, উল্টো পাল্টা। হম, একটা নির্দিষ্ট পয়েন্ট পর্যন্ত ঠিক ছিল, এরপরে যে উল্টা পাল্টা শুরু করছে তো শুরু করছে, আর থামার নাম নেই। থামবে না, আমি যে বন্ধ করবানি থামবে না। লাঞ্চ আওয়ার, আজকে লাঞ্চ আওয়ার অনেক সুন্দর ইয়ে হবে না আর কি, মানে তোর 9:30 থেকে 11:30 পর্যন্ত সেই এটা মানে ভালো মুখ পাবানি, কিন্তু খিদে লাগছে, বোমা খিদে। ইসে খাওয়ানি, তুই খাইছিস নাকি? বাট বাট বাজাতে খাওয়ানি, তাই না? ওই মানে পাখিতে ইয়েটা করছে। আমি তো লাইভ ভুলে গেছি, sorry guys, I forgot that I'm in live. I was thinking that I'm trading by myself. My uncle actually come, so I was talking to him and I forgot that I was in live. I will see an selling opportunity from this gap. If the candle close below this gap, I'll take this sell before 11:30. So this is my last opportunity to take the sell, hold my trade until this fair value gap. But in the meantime, I'll take a partial when it will tap to this line. So I'll try to take the partial over here. If the candle close below this gap, I'll take the sell. I forgot that I was in live. But in my opinion, I think it will reach for that 50% of this new week opening gap first, then it will fall. Maybe. But I don't want to miss this opportunity, so I'll go for this trade. 13 handle risk, I'll take this one and I'll go for that. Most probably it will trade until the new week opening gap 50%. Most probably this dotted line until that area. But I'll take this risk. Just not interested to frame the buying opportunity when market go one tick above that high. That was my buying opportunity, but to be honest, I have no idea how far it will go, so not interested to frame any buy. This high can't be taken before this body close below this fair value gap. If the high, this high is taken, that high is taken, this sell is not valid anymore. Of course it is valid as an inverse gap, but if this high is taken, then there is a possibility that this market will go until this dotted line, which is the new week opening gap 50%. I don't want to see this high is taken and market is reaching for that new week opening gap 50%. I'm so hungry actually. If this high is taken, this market will tap to this dotted line. Oh, it's your fasting stats. We have already done our fasting. 13 hours fasting. More than 13 hours actually. Near about 14 hours fasting has done. The dotted line is the new week opening gap 50%. This is the new week opening gap high. This is the new week opening gap low. This is the 50%. Right now, watching this order block mean threshold. Can it hold the market or not? Watching this one. Until this high is not taken, I would love to frame the sell from this parallel gap. I'll take the risk here. And it didn't close, but I just take the risk, okay? I'm afraid that I will miss the trade the way I have missed it over here. I'm gonna miss the trade the same way over here. That is why I pushed my button over here. If it give me, I'm okay. If it doesn't give me, that is the last opportunity for me in this morning session. We'll take a partial around 17 handle. We'll try to take this partial around 17 handle. Hold my trade for 43 handle. But please don't push the button if the body doesn't close below this parabolic gap. Okay, even if you miss the trade, please don't push the button if the body doesn't close below this parabolic gap. Don't push the button. It's my request to every single one of you. Even if you miss this, just miss it, but don't push the button. I don't want to hear any complaint, okay? I repeat, if the body doesn't close below this gap, don't push the button. Please. You can see that my partial level is at the new week opening gap low. So I framed my sell below the new week opening gap 50%. I will try to take my partial new week opening gap low. Okay. But please don't push the button if you don't see anybody close below this parallel gap. Please don't push the button. I repeat, please don't push the button if the body doesn't close below this parallel gap. I am really so hungry. I would love to go outside. I have a loss here. I'll try to mitigate my loss. I was little fast here by framing this cell. I shouldn't do that. I did it. If it works, okay. If it doesn't work, I'll close my stream with my trade. I'll come back around the PM session. I'll mitigate my loss. Everything I'll done around the PM session. Don't push the button if the body doesn't close below this parallel gap. If this high is taken, this market will reach until this dotted line. So if this high is taken, you can frame any kind of buying opportunity from the lowest down close body close candle, which is gonna be your order block. So you can even instead of taking sell, you can frame the buying opportunity. Okay, if this high is taken, no need to frame the sell. If that is happening before 11:30, I believe it will fall. But if it doesn't fall, then it can maximum reach until that dotted line. So far before the AM session, I mean before the launch hour. Don't push your button if the body doesn't close below this parallel gap. Okay. Something is happening. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what is happening. No, I was talking that when I was placing the order, you saw it was just doing something weird. I mean, the placement was not happening. So that is why I said something is happening. So, like, I wanted to add one more, but I added two more. Then I tried to put two more. It was not putting over there. Last 5 minutes, I hope that within this 5 minutes, I will get some kind of call and my loss will be mitigated. If it happens, I'm happy. Don't push your button if the body doesn't close below this parallel gap. Okay. হুম, 1 মিনিট আছে, 1 মিনিট আছে। This is your selling opportunity. Just a 6 handle loss. Take the entry from the low. Stop loss is going to cover the order block. If it works, perfect. If it doesn't work, just let this go. 6 handle stop loss for that sell side liquid, wherever the sell side liquid is, until that area is your target. Okay. From this gap, body has closed here, tapped to this area. It's your entry. Take the partial here to this line. That is your partial. Hold your trade until this sell side liquidity. That is your trade. Okay. I took my entry over there. That is why I'm just managing my trade around this area. But your entry is here. Stop loss is going to cover that order block. Take the partial to this line. Hold your trade until the sell side liquidity. I hope that you got the idea here. Let's see if it can make a fair value gap. Whatever fair value gap it will make, the third candle, if it failed to close this gap, I'll put my stop loss 1 tick above this gap. This body closed below this fair value gap here. Tap to this fair value gap, that is your entry. Stop loss is going to cover that fair value gap as well as this order block. First partial to this line. Hold your trade for this sell side liquidity. Okay. If this candle failed to close this fair value gap 100%, it is going to take this sell side liquidity. If it closed this fair value gap 100%, maybe I'll get stopped out, but there is less possibility that this market will come until this sell side liquidity. Your stop loss can be at break even right now. At the break even, it can be at the break even right now. This order block is holding the market. So if it would love to keep going higher from this order block, I don't want to see that, but it can keep going higher from this order block. See this down close body close candle, I don't want to see it, but if it keep going higher, it can keep going higher from this order block level. If this candle failed to close this fair value gap 100%, I'll put my stop loss 1 tick above that candle. Okay. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Stop loss is safe over there. I am not expecting this gap will be traded one more time before hitting this line. Your stop loss has to be to the break even. Okay, 38 handle loss. I'll just my 38 handle loss. I will mitigate that around the PM session, guys. I'm really so hungry. I have to eat something. I will go for eating, but I will just frame your trade here, and I'll go for eating. Okay. Stop loss, or just you can put the stop loss around this area if you want. Okay, you can keep it until that area, until got the first partial, which should be 17 handle. Okay, this first partial should be 17 handle. If you get it, perfect. Otherwise, maybe you will get a 5 handle loss. Whatever you want, you can do it, and then hold your trade until this sell side liquidity. Thank you, guys, and I will see if it give me the profit. Don't forget to write down the book for me. Okay. So see you until the next time. Cheers, guys. বাইরে ঠান্ডা